Here's a story about the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I've got to be 14, maybe 15 years old. Basically, I'm just finishing up puberty. And we have a thing in my town that's called the Walleye Festival, where everybody in town has a big garage sale, and then they have this big fishing competition, they have a fish fry, and it's super fun, and there's a fair and all this stuff, and it's cool. It's cool, basically. So, me, Max, and Wine, we're all walking around town, checking out garage sales, and we end up in the ghetto-ish part of town. I don't know if that word is still offensive or not, but basically, we're in the kind of run-down part of town by now. And we come across this garage sale where a guy is selling knives, and they're like actually really nice knives. Like they're the kind that you could just flip up and stuff. Like they looked all brand new. Like these were clean, shiny looking knives. And I'm just like, we gotta get us one of these knives. All three of us picked out a knife, and we all took them back to my house, and we're all just flipping them around and looking at them. We're just like, these are so fucking cool. And then I get this bright idea. I have an airsoft target that I keep out in my shed. And I'm like, guys, great idea. Let's throw the knives. So I take the target out, and we set it up on top of a box, and we're just chucking the knives at it. And surprisingly, this is a little effective because the knives are actually spinning correctly and stuff. And then comes the next bright idea. Let's get the four-wheeler out, and then we can stand on top of the four-wheeler and throw them downwards and see if we can get it from a different angle. So we're doing that for a little while, and it's working, it's going great. Sometimes the handle hits and it bounces off. That should have been the first warning sign right there. Next, I get my third great idea, guys. This is the kicker. This is where the shit hits the fan. Or in this case, the knife hits my face. So I take a running start. I'm running at the four-wheeler. I am going to run up this four-wheeler and jump off of it and throw the knife downwards and feel like an action hero because I'm a pubescent 14-year-old fuck. So I take the running start, I jump off, I chuck the knife, and the handle hits the target. At that point, I have about half a second to react and do something. I take that half a second of reaction time to simply stare that knife in the face and just yell, "Oh fuck." The handle hits the target, flies directly back at my face, and stabs me right here under the eye. Now, I don't know if you can even see it anymore. This camera isn't very good quality to show it, but there's a scar right about here, and it's permanent. It's there forever because this knife went about half an inch deep into my fucking face. Surprisingly, I didn't even feel it. I felt like a thud, but I didn't feel like a slice type of feeling. And so I hit the ground, and I'm on the ground like this, and my friends are freaking the fuck out. They're just like, please tell me he didn't stab himself in the face. Please tell me he didn't just stab himself in the eye. And they get me up, and I take my hand away, and I'm just like, oh, maybe the handle just hit me or something. And there's like, dude, feel your face again. And I feel it, blood pouring out of my face now. So we run inside, and we're like, we gotta get something on your face, dude. Luckily, I didn't need stitches for this. And keep in mind, during this entire ordeal, nobody is home except for us. My dad is at the fish fry, and my mom is out looking at garage sales. We're a bunch of high school freshmen, and we're just trying to figure out how the fuck we're gonna bandage up my face, and then we gotta figure out what to tell my parents, because there's no way in hell that we're going to tell them that I stabbed myself in the face with a fucking knife. I laugh every time I think about this story because I'm just so glad that I didn't fucking lose my eye. So I told my parents that I fell and like I fell on a piece of glass on the road and it cut my face. And I didn't tell them what actually happened until like 3 years after the whole ordeal. There is one other thing that I should mention that happened when we were trying to bandage up my face. We didn't have any bandages. There was no bandages in my fucking house. I don't know why. Why did we not have bandages anywhere? So I don't even know what we took. I'm gonna have to like look through my Instagram and find a picture, but I posted a picture of whatever the shit we put on my face, but it was just like this, it was like this wrap stuff, not like a typical wrap that you use for wrapping your arm, but it was more like a rubbery texture wrap, kind of something to seal up when you bandage. I don't know how to describe it, but basically it was just this rubbery stuff that could stick to skin, so we just put that over. It didn't absorb blood at all. We just took that and we called it a win. So that's probably the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I chucked a knife at an airsoft target that I bought in an urban neighborhood, and I stabbed myself in the face with it by accident. I don't know where that knife is to this day. My parents, when they found out about it, they took every pocket knife that I've got, which I honestly don't have very many anyways. All I have now, I have one, like, switchbladey kind of knife, not like a switchblade, but one that, like, flips up. Because I'm pretty sure switchblades are the ones that go straight up instead of flip up. I don't know knife terminology. I've got that, and then I've got like a Bowie knife that I keep next to my bed in case anybody were to ever break into my house. So that's it. That's my story. I'm such a fucking idiot. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I can figure out some more stories, because I've done so much stupid shit, but I've got a terrible memory. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I got a Q&A I'm working on. I'll have that out for you guys next week. See you then.